Okay, so my first package cycle accessory has turned up. This is my bike lights, and it says on the package made in China, so they're a Chinese make, vast fire it seems to be. So we have a small rear light called a volcano bicycle light, a good friend of safe and healthy bicycle riding. So that's one of them. And the other one we have, if we can get it out, is this fast fire LED rechargeable bike light. So I'm guessing I'm going to need to charge that before I go. You can see it's got two beams, and we will open that up and have a look at it. Well, I'll get it onto charge and then we'll show you it once it's got some charge in it, and we will see how that performs over the next few days and weeks. Okay, so I've just taken the front light out of its packaging, and you'll see what we have is this, which is seems to have a metal body, and it's got a bit of weight to it. Actually, it's a bit heavier than I would have expected it to be, but I guess that's probably because it's got the metal weight. As I say, it's got the two LEDs and one button, and we'll turn it on. You can see that's pretty bright. That's the standard on. Well, that's even brighter, and that's brighter still. And it's got a flashing mode, another flashing mode, and off. So it was already charged up pretty well. I'm not sure if there's any charge indicator lights on it. Again, I will have to have a look. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's definitely getting brighter with each one. And I think it's meant to last 4 hours on the brightest, going up to 8 and 12 hours as you go down from 600 LED lumens to 400 to 200, I believe it was. In the little box that comes with it, what we have is the mount and a micro USB charger, and that's pretty much everything you get with that one. And as I don't have my tripod here, I will have to come back once I've opened the box of the other, the rear light. Okay, so this is the little rear light. You can see it's about the length of about the size of a finger, really. It's got this little rubber clasp, so I don't know how sturdy that's going to be, but we shall see. And again, a micro USB, if I can get it in focus, micro USB charger. And that's on, that's level 1. A little button on the front it's a flashing one, a kind of left to right flashing. This kind of stroby one. I don't really like the flashy ones. They're meant to make you see better, but when I'm a motorist, I always find them really annoying. So I think I'll probably just leave it on. Level 1 seems reasonably bright. Actually, is it bright? I don't know. It's going to be difficult to tell in a bright room. So I'll get those on the bike, and we'll see how they are, see how easy they are to get on and off, because obviously we're going to be wanting to take them on and off whenever we leave the bike, so that will be interesting. Okay, so I've had a selection of my accessories have arrived today, so I'm going to quickly show you what I've got while they're in their packaged form, and then as we start using them and fixing them to the bike, we will find a little bit more out about how good they actually are. But I'll first go through an inventory exactly what we've got so far. So I spoke about the bike lights before. This is the Chinese made vast fire light that has 3 different intensity settings up to 600 lumen with the double LED light bulb. It's got rechargeable by a micro USB port, and as I mentioned before, it's a little bit on the heavy side, a bit heavier than I would expect, but I guess that's the battery. So it also seems to be made of metal, and it's got a fairly robust clip to clip it onto onto the bike, and several flashing modes as well. So 2 flashing modes and 3 3 constant light modes. We have the Volcano rear bike light, which is another LED, red LED strip light with a micro USB charger again, and potentially a flimsy-ish looking mount, but I guess we'll see how that goes. So they both came as a set for about £21, I think that was, for the front and rear light together. Next, 2 of the most important items that I'm hoping are going to sort out my bottom. So this came from Asda at £7.50, the Bell gel seat pad, and it seems to have a reasonable thickness of gel padding, but I guess only a ride will tell on the state of my bottom when I get on the bike. So it seems to be when I first get on the bike for the first 5 minutes, it's really a little bit sore. So we'll see how this Bell gel seat pad 300 affects that. To go with that, I've got these cycling shorts, a pair of cycling shorts that have padding in. There's a padded blue section going for the bottom, and a little front padded section as well for, well, we don't need to go into that. These cost £20 from Cycle Republic and turned up today. So we will see how that is. They're made by Ridge, which I assume must be the Cycle Republic or Halford's make, because I've only ever really seen them there. So it says suitable for rides up to 2 hours. Hopefully my commute's not going to take any longer than that, but we will see. Then what else have I got? So I've got this Oxford Bright tape, again came from Cycle Republic. It's by 3M. It's reflective adhesive tape, so we'll see how that works out. There's I think there's several meters of it in there. 455 centimeters, 450 centimeters, 4.5 meters. It says. My eyesight's not that good to see exactly what it says. Next, the bike lock. So this was £27 from Cycle Republic. I think I got this from. It was slightly cheaper than at Amazon. It's a kryptonite crypto lock, a standard STD with 4-foot flex. European anti-theft offer, it says, £1,000 bicycle or €1,500. Registration required, and it was a gold one, so a sold secure gold, although on here kryptonite seemed to have given it 6 out of 10, which doesn't sound quite as secure as I was hoping. It comes with a cable, so that's more for attaching your peripherals, like attaching the front wheel and possibly the saddle if it's possible, and then the main lock. And again, we'll look at that in a bit more detail. I can't even see where the keys are or where the key goes, but I'm sure that will all become apparent when we start looking at it. So overall, that's kind of 25 quid, 20 quid, 7, so we've put 40, we're getting at 50, 60, 70 quid. That was only about 3 or 4 quid, I think, so 75. What else have we bought so far? So I've got this set of clip-on mudguards. I don't know how successful these are going to be, but they were cheap. ETC make, everything to cycling, extended MTB guards, which I think is mountain bike, clip on and off quickly. Not really what I'm wanting, but plastic guard for 24 and 26 inch bikes. So mine are 27.5, but it said on the website that they should fit. So we will see how that goes and how we get on at fitting those. They're quite plasticky. There's a little mud flap on the bottom there, so we'll see. We'll have another look at those when we get them onto the bike. And the final thing I got was some trousers. Supposed to be cycling trousers. that seem to have some nice reviews. They've got, let's see if I can show you, some Velcro at the bottom to allow you to, I guess, cinch them tight to your legs so you're not going to catch in the chain. They've got some pockets. These are probably going to be better to show. Ridge men's cycling trousers, again from Cycle Republic, came in at £25. Men's casual cycle trousers. It says they're grey, but they're clearly black. They've got a few pockets in with zips, which will be handy. A few things to, little loops to hook things into. So they're supposed to be suitable for cycling and then potentially keeping on and wearing when you're at work for a commuter. So again, I'll have another look at those and give you my thoughts on those once I've worn them. Just back from a ride using my cycling shorts, and the gel seat cover makes quite a difference. You can still feel the pain in the bottom, but it's nothing like as bad. When you feel the gel cover with your hands, it feels very padded, and again with the padding on the shorts they feel very padded, but once you've got your 80 kilos going down through them, it obviously squashes them down quite a lot, but it's definitely an improvement. The the seat cover looks like it was very easy to install. It's just a drawstring around it, and looking at it I thought it was going to be way too big for my saddle, but actually it fits quite well. It moves about a bit when you're not on it, but once you're on it, that just fixes it in place, your weight, and so I didn't notice any movement around with that. So I'm quite pleased with those purchases so far.